Meet King Maha Vajiralongkorn, or King Rama X of Thailand. Now, if you thought royal life was all about dignified rules and decorum, let me tell you, this king rewrote the script. Sometimes I wish I could be him for just one day. I mean, the man's got a whole cast of wives. Honestly, it's hard not to wonder what it would be like to live as King Maha, even for just one day. I mean, who wouldn't be intrigued by a man who travels with an entourage bigger than some Hollywood productions? While most of us are just trying to keep up with one group chat, this man juggles royal duties with a level of flair that rivals the Kardashians. A king who rules on his own terms. Every monarch has some leeway in the rules department, but Maha takes it to new heights. While much of the world hunkered down in isolation during the pandemic, King Maha, he decided social distancing was overrated and packed up for a royal retreat in Germany. Not content with just a small staff, Maha booked out an entire luxury hotel and brought along an entourage of 20 women. Yes, 20. Forget traveling light. He practically took his entire social circle with him. This unconventional retreat didn't sit well with everyone though. Many Germans, frustrated with pandemic restrictions, weren't exactly thrilled to see a foreign king enjoying himself on their soil. But then again, who's going to argue with a king? Maha seemed unbothered by the criticism, ruling his temporary kingdom from a plush Bavarian resort. It was like the plot of a royal-themed reality show, and King Maha was the unapologetic star. The royal love roller coaster King Maha's love life could fill its own tabloid section. This king has been married 5 times, with each relationship bringing a new level of intrigue and drama. He started with Princess Somzawali, who was not only his first wife, but also his cousin, a common arrangement in royal families. Yet, after some time, Maha realized the traditional life wasn't for him. His marriage to Somzawali ended, and so began his journey through a parade of unique relationships. Next, Maha found romance with Yuvatita, a beautiful actress who became his second wife and mother to 5 of his children. The couple seemed to have it all, but the story took a dark turn. Rumors of infidelity surfaced, and in a dramatic twist, Maha accused her of betrayal and effectively banished her from Thailand. Imagine being exiled by your own husband, the very definition of a royal breakup. His third wife, Srirasmi Sawadi, brought an entirely different storyline. Srirasmi's story is one of rags to riches romance, as she went from waitress to royal consort, but her royal duties were anything but conventional. Srirasmi was reportedly expected to wait on Fufu, King Maha's beloved pet poodle, in some rather unconventional attire, or lack thereof. And Fufu wasn't just any dog. This poodle held the rank of Air Chief Marshal, had a custom uniform, and was granted full military honors. When Fufu passed away, his lavish funeral rivaled that of many high-ranking officials. If you think your pet is spoiled, think again. Fufu set the standard. The dramatic downfall of Srirasmi's journey from royal consort to exile is nothing short of Shakespearean. Her family became embroiled in a corruption scandal, leading Maha to strip Srirasmi of her titles and banish her to a life of quiet isolation. In an instant, she went from living in luxury to residing in a temple, donning monastic robes instead of royal attire. To add salt to the wound, she is only allowed to see her son, who has retained his princely title under strict palace protocols, including kneeling every time they meet. Imagine the tension at those family reunions. It's the kind of drama that would put most soap operas to shame. Queen Sathida and Seninat, A Tale of Two Queens. With Srirasmi out of the picture, Maha turned to Sathida, a former flight attendant who eventually became his 4th wife and current queen. But the story doesn't stop there. Shortly after marrying Sathida, Maha shocked everyone by appointing Seninat, a former army nurse, as his royal consort. In most royal households, one queen is the unbreakable rule, but Maha has never been one for conventions. Seninat's time as consort has been anything but straightforward. Just as she settled into palace life, she was abruptly stripped of her titles, exiled, and faced public disgrace. For most people, that would mark the end of their story. But in Maha's world, nothing is ever final. In a twist worthy of a primetime drama, Seninat was pardoned, reinstated, and welcomed back into the palace with open arms, returning to the royal balcony as if nothing had happened. It's a tale with so many twists and turns that it could fill a novel. King Maha's signature style. King Maha doesn't just break rules in his personal life, his fashion choices are equally unconventional. If you're strolling through a European town and see a man in a crop top, low-rise jeans, and full-sleeve tattoos, it might just be the King of Thailand. While most royals favor tailored suits and regalia, Maha seems perfectly content to embrace his unique fashion sense. Regardless of the setting, even at 70, he's sporting outfits that most people half his age wouldn't dare try. Say what you will, but the man has style, or at least his own brand of it. The king's enormous wealth. It's no secret that King Maha is one of the wealthiest royals in the world. With an estimated fortune in the billions, his assets include luxury properties, massive corporations, and a lifestyle that most people can only dream of. Unlike many royals who prefer to keep their wealth under the radar, Maha has no issue flaunting his fortune. Whether it's reserving entire hotels for his entourage or splurging on luxury goods, King Maha is living proof that money can buy almost anything, even a wardrobe of crop tops. But there's more to his wealth than just extravagant spending. Maha's fortune has granted him unparalleled power within Thailand, where he has control over the Crown Property Bureau, an institution that manages billions in assets. It's said that this wealth gives him significant influence over Thailand's political landscape, with many politicians steering clear of any opposition to the monarchy, a legacy of unpredictability. Despite his controversies, King Maha has remained a constant presence in Thailand's royal family. Known for his unpredictable behavior, he's gained a reputation as a king who does things his own way. His reign is a departure from his father, King Bhumibol Adulyadej, who was beloved for his wisdom and humility. King Maha, on the other hand, has taken a more flamboyant approach to the throne, making headlines not for his policies but for his personal life and lavish spending. The pet obsession, a royal quirk. Perhaps one of the most amusing aspects of King Maha's life is his love for pets, particularly Fufu, his late poodle. Fufu held a special place in Maha's heart, attending royal events dressed in a military uniform and receiving the kind of public adoration that would be reserved for a head of state. When Fufu passed away, the king held an elaborate funeral, complete with traditional ceremonies and honors. His affection for Fufu symbolized his disregard for traditional boundaries, creating a legacy where even pets could claim royal status. A king who continues to defy expectations. King Maha Vajiralongkorn is a royal who's anything but predictable. From his high-profile relationships and bold fashion choices to his lavish spending and pet obsession, Maha has crafted a public persona that's equal parts king and reality TV star. He's a ruler who's embraced a level of personal freedom that few could imagine, much less achieve. And while his life may seem bizarre to outsiders, in Thailand he remains the monarch, a figure who, for better or worse, represents the modern face of the Thai monarchy. So the next time you imagine the life of a king, think of King Maha Vajiralongkorn, a man who redefines what it means to be royal, one dramatic moment at a time. And if you're up for a life of constant twists and luxury, maybe you'll even wonder what it'd be like to live one day as the king himself. Could you handle the drama, or would you prefer the simplicity of life without royal entanglements? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal tales that defy logic.